Hi, I'm artist Lillian Gray. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you all about Zentangles, how to create them, and eventually use them in an art piece. First up, what are Zentangles? Zentangles is a drawing technique focused on developing concentration, personal well being, and creativity. It was developed in America by a monk named Rick Roberts and an artist named Maria Thomas. It strives to combine meditation and art, blurring the lines between art and art therapy. I personally believe that all art has a meditative healing aspect to it, whether you paint, draw, or do pottery. However, Zentangles has been developed with art therapy as its primary focus. I also believe that Zentangles are as old as time. Maybe not the name, but definitely the designs. So many Asian cultures have similar patterns and tangles in their art. Think of the Mayans and the Incas' repetitive designs, the Indian culture with its henna, mandalas, and intricate stone carvings, and the vibrant geometric tiles that the Moroccan culture is known for. What is the difference between doodles and Zentangles? People have always wanted to leave their mark since early cave paintings. It is in our nature to doodle, to create, and express ourselves. Many people doodle, especially when on a phone or in a Zoom meeting or in a classroom. However, not so many people practice the art of Zentangles. The vital difference to note is the level of concentration and intent. Doodling is often done out of boredom. Zentangles are all about developing your concentration, focus, and mindfulness. You show up with the intent to purposefully draw and not divide your attention to something else. Are there set Zentangles? There's no real set of Zentangle patterns, however, it does follow a fixed method with some structure. The tiny blocks or small organic sections are used to enhance your focus and prevent you from feeling overwhelmed. There are set guides for composition and method, and there's also a visual library of patterns you can draw from. This gives this art form a consistent, polished look when compared to doodles. While it is important to stay focused and use repetitive lines and patterns, you are also encouraged to create your own tangles. It's not about right or wrong, but the process of focusing and making repetitive patterns. By looking at other Zentangles, can you see some shared characteristics? You will notice that Zentangles are shaped by constant repetition. With time, you will recognize that you are using the same movement again and again and again to create your pattern. Most Zentangles consists of a combination of 5 basic strokes that are found in almost every pattern: dot, circle, curve, line, and an S-shaped line. There are geometric Zentangles based on a lot of math using a lot of straight lines, and there are organic Zentangles based more on organic shapes and are usually inspired by nature. When observing Zentangles, it's important to note the use of the following aspects as well. The use of line quality. Lines alternate between thick and thin, making them visually more interesting. The use of positive and negative space. Sometimes the area and space around the object becomes the pattern. The consistent use of pattern. How the lines, shapes, and forms are repeated. The use of symmetrical balance, when the artwork's one side is a mirror image of the other side. Now that you are armed with this visual knowledge, let's start practicing some Zentangles. Here are 4 Zentangles to start with that are easy for beginners. We begin with a simple structure, and then we add more and more details as we go along. More complex Zentangles. Zentangles can get more complicated using set geometry and measurements. Here are some more complex examples. You need to divide your squares into even sections and then fill each little section separately to make one big square. These Zentangle designs require even more concentration. Now practice your various Zentangle techniques. You can copy some from your visual library or you can invent your own. Now that you're familiar with how to create Zentangles, let's create a finished artwork. First, let's set up your art station and art supplies. This video comes with our fun Zentangle worksheets for various ages, available on our Teachers Pay Teachers store and our website. For this art project, you will need a pencil, card paper, masking tape, fine liners, and some tools to add some colors, which could either be colored pencils or colored cookies. Ensure that your station has good consistent lighting and make sure there are no other distractions around you. First, I have my beetle outline. The idea is to fill each section with a different pattern. The beetle is drawn symmetrically, but I don't want to make my patterns balanced and symmetrical inside my artwork. Step 1. Transfer the image. For this step, you will need the sheets in our worksheet pack. I'm going to show you an easy method to transfer the image to your sheet of card paper. Flip the image over. At the back of the image, color the image with a pencil. Ensure the gray of your pencil covers all the lines of the drawing you would like to transfer. Flip the image back over. Tape the image in place with a piece of masking tape. This prevents the image from moving around. Now use your pencil and trace all over the lines of the image. Once you lift your page, you will see the outlines you have traced on your card paper. Step 2. Fill your image with Zentangles. I usually try to not place the same pattern next to each other. I also try to place organic patterns next to geometric patterns for a nice contrast and rhythm in my artwork. I also try and spread darker patterns that use more black and thicker lines all over the artwork with lighter patterns with more white space in between so that the tonal value of the artwork is more balanced. Step 3. Add a bit of color. Using your colored pencils, kokies or highlighters, you can add a bit of color to your artwork, or you could add shading for extra depth. I'm going to add some color. Step 4. Now display it. You are done! It's amazing, and you can now display and enjoy your artwork. Presentation is everything. Mounting it on a black paper will make the artwork even more striking, and enjoy what you have created. And that's it for our Zentangle video. I hope you really enjoyed this exercise. If you are new to our channel, please click subscribe so you can be notified whenever we have a new video. Stay tuned for an additional time lapse of where I'm drawing the wolf using Zentangles. Remember, you can purchase our awesome worksheets from our website or our Teachers Pay Teachers store. We also have lots of freebies for you to download there. I'm artist Lillian Gray. Until next time.